A girl was asked whether she has a boyfriend. She said yes. Ajoya, how many of them? How did she even put it? No, whether she has a lover. She said yes. And then how many lover? She said one with four boyfriends. You understand? She has one lover and the four boyfriends. You now discover that what relationship means to this person may be different from what it means to the other person. Maybe one of those four boyfriends will take her as a lover or a girlfriend, you get, but she doesn't. You understand that? The point is that what are the things to consider? Let me start with the legitimate relationship first. Of course, the legitimate relationship is the one that happens at the altar between a husband and a wife. That's the legitimate one. Now, let me take off what you already know about that thing. Normally, when a wedding is going on, there is a common mathematics that we normally solve. What's that mathematics? 1 plus 1 will be 1 now. 1 plus 1 is 1. Let me start by telling you that that mathematics is wrong. All right? Of course, thank God it's not even in the scripture. There is no any place in the scripture where it is mentioned that 1 plus 1 will be 1. You have a passage of what you're saying. That let's get what you said that the Bible says, so that when we get to Genesis, we'll know. And the Bible said that two of them will become one. Let's get the book of Genesis where the Bible said that the Adam and Eve will become one. Let's get the passage. You see, what? Let me be saying what I'm saying because I know that finding the passage will take you eternity to get. See, the point is this: most of us have been brainwashed with pastors, such that we don't even know which one is in the Bible again and which one is not in the Bible. Just like the other day, I don't know if you see it, where I was asking you how many person that visited, how many wise men visited Jesus when he was born. How many wise men is not in the Bible. Now, what the Bible mentioned is wise men from the east. Never said three. You get? The Bible never said three wise men. The wise men from the east. The only thing is that they gave three gifts. You understand? Of which you know that two persons can give three gifts. 10 persons can give three gifts. Is that correct? And one person can give three gifts. The Bible said that wise men from the east visited and they gave what? Three gifts. So do you now see that you never find here to find out? Do you understand? Now, if I ask you, how many times did the Israel run down the Jericho wall before it fell down? 7 times. It's not in the Bible. Yes, I have my proofs. You myself that said it's 7 times, you can't even prove it. Give me one passage. I can give you my own passage. I see. It must be in your daughter. Judges chapter 6 said you should run through Jericho once every day for 6 days. On the seventh day, you run 7 times, meaning 6 plus 7, 13. That is, by the way, it's not part of what I'm saying. Why I brought up those things is because so many times we claim to know the Bible, we claim to be religious, but what we are quoting are people's thoughts and not really what the scripture says. Why I'm saying this is to tell you that Bible never said 1 plus 1 will become 1. Are you following? Now, the first thing I want you to understand is that the mathematics that will give you 1 is actually 1 times 1. Are you following? If you say 1 plus 1, if the answer is 1, it must be half plus half, or at least something less than 1. I am saying this to teach you that the concept of 1 plus 1 is making people to believe that any unmarried person is incomplete. But that is not true. Hello? The concept of 1 plus 1 will equal to 1 is making you to believe that once you are not married, you are incomplete. It's not true. You get? If you say that unmarried person is incomplete, What about Jesus who never married? Is he incomplete? Talk to me. Paul never married. Is he incomplete? Those guys fulfill the assignment of God into their life here on earth, but they never married. Meaning to say that marriage doesn't complete you, marriage complements you. If you must enjoy a good relationship, you must make yourself a complete human being. You're not following me. If you must enjoy any good relationship, whether marriage, whether premarital, whether postmarital, or whatever, you need to make yourself a complete individual. A lot of persons go into relationship with the notion that they are incomplete and they are looking for somebody to complete them. And that's why, yes, it is because they are looking for somebody to complete them. That's why immediately somebody gets to talk to a girl, the next day he opens an ATM machine and tell you all the problems she has all the while. Now you've been living with this problem until this guy shows up. You want to tell him that I've been empty all the while looking for who is going to buy me sandals, buy me phone, buy me this and all that. It is indication that you are half human being. Are you with me? For crying out loud, relationship supposed to be complementary. You did? It should not to complete, but to complement. What we mean to say is that a single person who cannot find fulfillment to his life may not find fulfillment in relationship. Are you with me? If you are going into a relationship, please make yourself a complete human. A complete human is the person who have discovered his purpose and is on the verge of fulfilling that purpose. By the time you get somebody around you, the person who complements the purpose. You understand? That's why a lot of persons get lost once they get married. Some women or even males that you feel they are going somewhere, immediately they get ring on their hand, everything will just end. It will just be like the man who said that my wife belonged to the kitchen and the other room. You understand me? I want to advise you, I want to encourage you to make something out of your life first. Forget about who is going to come. Let the man meet you fulfilling your dreams. Let the woman meet you fulfilling your assignment. Let me tell you, if you are not complete human being, by the time you meet someone who's supposed to be in relationship with, you are going to be a liability. Do you understand me? And no person, women and male alike, wants liability. Everybody wants asset, and that is why the person you are admiring is not admiring you, they're admiring another person. That's basic thing about life. If you are O-level holder and you are looking for a graduate to marry, the graduate you are looking for is actually looking for PhD holder to marry. Is that not so? If you are a PhD holder, the PhD holder who is looking for a professor to marry is actually looking for a university. How do I put it now? Somebody beyond that. You get it now? If, for example, you are counting in thousands financially, and you are looking for a millionaire that will come your way and change everything, my dear, can I ask you to go and make money first? Be the millionaire and look for 1,000 here. Do you understand me? There's no point in trying to give yourself hope that is not feasible. It is only a complete human being that can make a complete relationship. Incomplete human being, when they come, they will still make incomplete relationship. Are you with me? I wrote a book and the title is Dynamism of Marital Web. And in that book, I said there is, first of all, I started with this concept I'm teaching you now, which is the concept of being complete first. You understand? And then I said there is no role that is meant for any gender. You understand me? Who said a woman must be the one cooking? Who said a man must be the one fending for the excuse me? Who said a man must be the one bringing the money to solve your expenses all the time? It's not written in any constitution. All you need to do is to position yourself. And do you know what I found out? I found out in life that when you fail to build yourself, you'll be pursuing people. But when you build yourself, people will pursue you. Do you understand? There are a lot of girls perhaps are looking for a life partner. But can I tell you there are girls that is finding it difficult to select among the so many lines of suitors. What's the difference? Is the value they have built. Why don't you build such value? Why don't you build such value? There's no point always looking for who's going to solve my problem. Why don't you be a solution first? Why don't you solve other people's problem? What I'm trying to teach you in essence is that the man who is going to solve relationship problem is the one who is complete. How do we get complete? We get complete by finding the reason for existence in this life. Are we together? For every one of us, there's reason for you being here. You need to ask yourself three most important questions of life. According to Miles Monroe, he said the three important questions in life is who am I? Where am I going? And why am I here? You get? Who are you will reveal the identity, the unique treasures that make you up. All right? Then, where are you going? It talks about your vision and your scope of life. Why am I here? What problem am I supposed to solve? For everyone under the influence of my voice, there is a problem you are meant to solve alone. And if you fail to solve that problem, no one else will. Do you understand me? Until you discover this uniqueness, you may not find the best version of your life. So forget about some of you, you've not really prepared yourself very well. In fact, you are half-baked human being, and you are already entering or even entered into a relationship and deep down it. Well, you are entering, I want you to use your head. Do you understand me? But if you ask me, I said some of us are not even up because you've not prepared life. The question is, how many books on relationship have you guys read? Hello? Two. I have the names. I don't think you read a book that made a meaning into your life. You forget the title in a hurry. You understand? Except you just come across a book, you open it. What is there saying? A drop. You never read it. It may be something, go on 1 or 2 pages. Does it mean you've read it? You've not read the book. The question is, you needed a good and successful relationship, but you've not taken time to learn about relationship. How do you think it's going to work? Just like somebody who is preparing for exam. You never attended class for one day, never opened book one day, but you are believing God for your exam success. Will it work? It will not work. So the same thing is applicable to other aspects of life. You also need to make money. You need to spend money to learn about money. If you don't, you will not be successful in making money. Whatever you want in this life, there is a room for training, for learning. Are you with me? There's no point having your baggage of liability looking for somebody somewhere you put it on. Are you with me? That's why, oh God, there are some persons I respect in this life. There are some persons, when you meet them, maybe a girl, when you meet them, you will discover that she won't spend her life talking about her problems. She talks about how may I solve your own. That is called value. And when I say it like this, some of you may think I'm trying to kind of brainwash you. No. If you get into somebody's life, whether tomorrow or next 15 years, please let your effort not be what do I gain from the relationship. Make contribution first. Are you following? It is called creating of value. And that is also how to know who is meant for you and who is not meant for you. If you get in and you begin to find a problem in her life, in his life, you can solve, and he or she also finds one we can solve, and the wrong run, you discover that you both are becoming one whole number. And by the time you multiply each other, you have one. What is that? There is no point you just trying to be a liability somewhere. Make yourself. Because I would have listed the things to consider, but that will be in second edition of Panadol. Because if you're going to discuss them now, we'll not go today. Part of the thing to consider into a relationship, if it's going to solve the problem that has to do with relationship, you need to consider value system. What do I say? You see, value, of course, it's something you treasure more than every other thing in your life. Are you with me? For different people, what they treasure each time differ. Are you with me? There are some persons that what they treasure in their life is fashion. Abi? Some others, what they treasure so much is education. Some others, what they treasure so much is anything that has to do with the Bible and God. Bible and God. Some others, what they treasure so much is social life. They want to appear very standard outside. You understand? These things are value system. We won't condemn anybody for their value. You understand? But it is always better when you are looking for a relationship, look for somebody that has the same value you have. Are you with me? There is no point. Nothing concern you with the Bible. You don't like this fellowship thing and want a relationship. It's all one the same girl that always carry Bible. It will not work. You get? It will not work. Like attracts like. Am I speaking to you? You go and get somebody that have your value. That if going naked in the street is your own value, eat a short bomb shot only or watch, yeah, and the life goes on. You understand? Not when this guy is going for fellowship, the other person going for bar. It doesn't work that way. Value system is important in relationship. Am I speaking to you? Find value. That's the first thing to consider. Value system. Don't joke with it, because if you joke with it, I'm telling you, you will not find Panadol when you think X. Yes. We are talking about relationship Panadol. For you to actually have a medication to solve problem that has to do with a relationship, you need to consider value system. And that's the only one I'm going to give you today. How many of you have ever been to my YouTube channel? How is it not working? One of the things I like doing, yes, you must not try it now so that your attention can be here. But what I'm saying is that there are a host of things that can help you in there. All right? That's a little way we give back to the society. I don't want to give you everything. And we can here, I will say some. The other side, I will complete it, and all of them will be on the channel. You get, so that when you visit, you can get a full load of it. But what I'm saying in essence is that value system is important in a relationship. Value system is important in relationship. First of all, make yourself a complete person by finding your purpose, by defining where your life is headed. You understand? So don't become a liability to somebody. And I can tell you, when you do that, you will increase your worth. Are you following me? Talk to me. Do you think that the husband of Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala will relegate her to the corner? You woman. A woman that Goodluck Jonathan asked her, come back, let's give you an award. She said, I don't need the award. Because when she finished as finance minister in Nigeria, she went to IMF. She's an international figure when it comes to finance, accounting, and money. Do you understand? That woman is a renowned figure in the society. Assuming that she's not married and you are a man who want to approach her, I'm thinking that you need to go back to your dictionary and consult it very well before going to her. Talk to me. Is that not correct? When you increase your value, you reduce the people that want nothing that comes to you. You understand me? There are ways you raise your status. You discover that all these reckless people, they won't talk to you when they have seen you in the television. Is that correct? No, they won't try it. But because you are a nobody and perhaps you give them that impression, maybe through your look or dressing or whatever, you can get all of that. But there are ways you speak good English or go and learn English. When you talk, people will know when they go school, when they go out. No idea. When you speak, they know you have stuff upstairs. The difference between you and this person is not your color, it's not your height. It is on the mental stuff. We can look alike, but when we talk, we are not alike. You understand me? We can look, we can play, we can sit at the same place, we can do the same thing. But when it comes to the things that matters, we are not alike. I encourage you to make up yourself. What I'm talking about is self-development. Majority of what will make you a renowned figure in the society is not learned in school. I tell that school doesn't make you to prosper. In fact, school may teaches you or trains you to be a glorified slave. A glorified slave. Yes, because I was talking somewhere and I told them that the 3 hour that the white man brought to us is no longer working. You need to change it. Because 3 hour is real, right, and arithmetic. We go to school, we get a degree, get a good job, you become rich. Today, no good job. You get a degree, graduate well, no job for you. But I have also discovered that most brilliant people are being employed by illiterates. You are not following me. The most brilliant brain are working for illiterates. You understand? But common drive put adverts for driver, PhD holders was applying. Oh my God! You need you need to be angry. PhD holder, BSc holder, we are applying to become a driver. That's the country where we find out. That's why I want to change your mentality. Soon you're going to be in school, you're going to be in university. Please get the degree, but change your perception about the degree. Are you with me? And don't think you are going to, your success is going to be dependent on what you are taught in the classroom. It's part of why I do these things every week. I know that this mathematics and biology will not take you so much far in life. You understand me? They are good. They are needed. However, you need extra education, what I call self-education. You need to teach yourself some principles. You need to acquire certain skills. You need to know where the world is going and go there before you. All right? All of these things is what make you a complete human being. So that when you get into a relationship, you will not be a liability. You become a complete whole. Let me stop it so far. I'm going to end it here. When next will come on the second edition of Relationship Panadol, I'm going to give you about 7 things to consider in every relationship if you want to have a successful one. Want to know how your shit will taste? Eh? Just perceive the odor of your mess. You understand? It will give you a glance of how the shit will sweet. Part of what you're going to enjoy in marital relationship is a tip of iceberg of what you see in premarital relationship. And yes, so most of us, what we see in premarital relationship will give us a clue of what marital relationship will look like. So, and if you don't position yourself very well to ask the right question, to find out the present, past, and future of the prospective individual, you will not go far. I'm even delving into other points. You understand? Somebody comes to say, I love you. Please, when a man say, I love you, most men, the I love you has different interpretation. You understand? I love you could be I love your look. In other words, any day you look differently, I hate you. That's true. The I love you could be I love your class of person. Maybe you are educated, maybe you have money, maybe you're a father or something. You understand? Any day you get out of that position, you are gone. You get? Then I love you can as well be other true values that are not visible to the eyes. That's for men. But we don't know which one. How do you find out? Question. Does it look like jam question? No. You look like a discussion. But you have a aim of finding out something. You understand me? That's why when you get into a relationship, don't be quick to conclude, this guy is so nice, this girl on her respecting Madonna. You get? Don't be quick to judge. Find out who is she, who is he, by certain discussions. When you are into a relationship, some persons may be in a relationship for 5 years, 7 years. They can't tell anything about the person they are into. Because all the while, their call and chat is, how are you? When you're sleeping and answering your call. Have you eaten? And even after she have told you have not eaten, you still not do anything about the eating. Why do you ask then? You may be in a relationship for a very long time and you know nothing about the person. What then do you do? What are you supposed to do? In each of those discussions need to be strategic. You understand? Let me find out your past life, because you need to find out their past life, the present life, and future. The past, actually, you are not doing anything with it, but you, at least it will help you to know how to handle him. You get it? Because he may not be in the past again, but the present matters and where the person is going. And when the present is not looking very promising, but the person's future may be looking very promising. You find out through discussion. When you want to find out the past, you can tell, please, can you just tell me a brief story about your life in the last 10 years? What are the things in the last 10 years? 10 years. About 2000 on a secondary school. Remember, I was in secondary school. He's telling you about the person. You understand me? Yeah. I used to attend that church before. It tells you to know that no boy, you understand? No people such kind of area. How long does it take you? Do you have problem with your master? You understand me? This question helps you to find out the past, so that you'll be able to know if there are mistakes in the past, what led to the mistake, and possible ways you can help him avert such mistake in the future. If, for example, the person tells you, there's one girl that usually always buy me something, I didn't know that she loved me so much. Wow, that's interesting. You get, and you're gonna find out what later happened. What and what did the bad girl bought for you? Can you remember? How long did it last? You understand? Of course, you must also be eager to tell your own story. But usually, when you ask people questions and you are not revealing your own, they see you as a dictator. In fact, it is even better you start with your own. The person knows, yes, you are at home and you are ready to even know. The person may not even know you want to find out anything. It's just a normal discussion. Of course, women have A1 in discussion. Men know the two likes discussion. Women, discussion, the boss. But then, when you do it, it becomes interesting. You understand? You begin to act. You have find out the past. So by the time you discover you have had relationship in the past, what led to this breakup? This girl, you now know that this person is a workaholic. He also actually needs somebody that is very active in work. And you know it's your problem. Please begin to think of how to back off, because you still have a problem with it. You understand? It's either you back off or you build on that aspect to meet up. Do you understand me now? Those are the things you need to find out, so that you will be able to know how best you can handle the person. I said I want to stop. I don't know why I'm still talking. Actually, the question of where the person is coming from, the present is talking about what are you doing now? What's your financial status? What's your educational level? Where do you live? Is it one room apartment? Do you live with somebody? Do you live with your auntie? How long have you been there? What skill do you have? These are the presents. Do you understand? Because I met a young lady who wants to marry at the age of 32. And the guy was asking him, because the guy was close to me. So when I was trying to guide him on some of the questions he need to put up, he got to find out that the girl in question said she wants to learn sewing. And I asked her, what has he been doing all these years, for 32 years of your life? You didn't go to university. You didn't have a skill. You are planning to learn sewing at 32. This is a bunch of liability. Say, God, don't go. I'm telling for crying out loud, this is Nigeria. You need to improve yourself. But at 25, you're supposed to have at least 5 skills. You understand me? At 25, you're supposed to have at least 5 skills. Something you know how to do. So that if worse comes to worse, you know where to lean on. They'll find out. And the guy did not hesitate. That marriage didn't go on. Don't say I spoiled it, or I didn't. But I was trying to guide my friend. I don't know. So that's what I'm saying. There's no point wasting all your life. Eh? There are some of you now. Some of you now, after class, they want so much in them. You don't know it's ample opportunity for you to learn something. Find something you are interested in. Don't wait for them to go and pay for one artisan somewhere and carry you go there, go learn how to do video editing or do whatever skill you want. You can learn this thing with your phone. You understand me? Let it be that there's area of interest. You can learn it online. Yes, at least start with the ones you can. Do you understand? Until you get to the one you cannot. Whatever it is, you don't know how to cook, and you're waiting for an angel from God to come and teach you how to cook. It's coming. No problem. That angel will also send you back to your house from your husband's house. Let's learn to train ourselves. Make yourself something. Be complete. Don't wait for somebody somewhere that will just a man solve all your problem, give you a car, give you one house apartment, drives you everywhere. Boutique. Oh my God, that life is only in Nollywood.